Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everyone. Today we are going to cover topic number 13 from our jurisprudence subject. The topic is entitled Rawls' Theory of Justice. So, if you take a look at the components of this title, you will see that the name of the founder of the theory is Rawls. Okay, and what is it that Rawls is proposing or advocating is the theory of justice. What is the enabling factor to this jurisprudential thought? What makes up a law is justice. Okay? If the law is just to the people, then it should be regarded as law. Otherwise, if it is doing injustice to the people, so it will not be regarded as justice. So, therefore, let's take a look at what does equality mean as opposed to justice. Okay, equality means equal, sama. Okay, tiada perbezaan. Equality means children will be getting the same box of the same height, okay, regardless what is their size. So if a tall child also will be getting the same box, a small child will also be getting the same box. Okay, so that is what we mean by equality, because everybody has equal rights. Okay, and the other way is we call it as justice. Okay, not necessarily it is equal, but what is just is, so when we take a look at what is the root word justice, okay? Justice means ideal. Ideal means putting things at the right place. Putting things at the right place. Okay, so how do we know, okay, is justice or not? So let's take a look at the same children, the same three children, but because the tall boy can oversee the fence, okay, without using any boxes, so he won't be getting any boxes. Do you think this is just? What about this small child? Okay, in the first picture he is unable to watch the games, but in this second picture he is able to watch the games because justice has been served. In this situation, the small child is getting two boxes. Okay? This box is actually belonging to the first boy, okay, who is able to watch the games even though he is not using the boxes. Okay, so Rawls is advocating the concept of justice. What does it mean? It is looking at what is just in the eyes of the law, okay? Then that particular law will be regarded as law. So, Rawls is saying that the theory of justice, okay, the basis of a society is a set of tacit agreements. Tacit agreements, an agreement which we have agreed upon. Okay, it's a social contract between the people in the society. So if you want to live in a society, you will have to be abiding by the rules of that society. Okay, the agreed upon principle must not be dependent on one's place in the society, but motivated by justice and fairness. So whatever rules, whatever regulations that we have, let's take a look at the different people. Okay, this person is on a wheelchair. This is a lady wearing a kimono. Two men, yeah, supporting a young boy. A lady, yeah, a Muslim lady, yeah, and a little girl. Yeah, so what we can see is different people in the society have different needs and different values in them. So therefore, one set of rules that will be applicable must be fulfilling the needs of each and every one of these members of the society. So that is what we call as justice and fairness. We don't say one specific rule for everybody. Yeah, so that's why we can see when we go to a bank, for example, there is a special counter, okay, for people with wheelchair, disabled person, pregnant ladies, for example. So do you think it is fair to have such a counter? We are all got a number, and then we have to abide by the queue. But suddenly somebody who is quite aged, an elderly person, walks into the bank, and suddenly the officer calls this person straight away to the counter, the special counter. Okay, so it's a question of whether it's just or not. To some, oh, maybe this is not justice because we've been waiting here for so long. But the other group of people who will be saying, oh, this is the just thing to do, this is the right thing to do. So they open up that special counter. So there are two guiding principles of moral interaction among the citizens in the society. The first one, we call it as principle of equal liberty. Principle of equal liberty. As opposed to the second one, is a combination of two concepts making up the principle. The difference principle, berbeza-beza. Principle of fair equality of opportunity. So they will have fair equality of the opportunity in order to do something, in order to achieve something, in order to contribute to the society. Okay, for example. So let's take a look at the first principle, the principle of equal liberty. It says everyone has equal share of rights and liberty. So let's take a look at this image that we have on our right hand side. And there are 8 people all together, 8 hands, as you can see. So when the cake is divided into 8 slices, each person will get 1 slice. Yeah, am I correct or not? Yeah. So the first person will get this slice, the second person will get the next slice, so on and so forth. You will be able to see that all the slices have been taken up. So this is the question: what happens if someone takes more than 1 slice? For example, this first person, he eats quickly. Yeah, so he says, before anything, yeah, I'm just gonna make. I've just already finished my slice. I'm gonna go for the second slice, this one. So what will happen? It will disturb the ecosystem, yeah, upon which the purpose of the law is to protect the citizens. Yeah, for example, it's to protect everybody to have the same set of rights. Okay, but the other hand, it also says to penalize if the right is invaded. So, for example, there are 8 slices, yeah, and then one person takes up a second slice, yeah, leaving behind the person who is a grieved person. So, that right, yeah, the rights of the people, it should be penalized, yeah, if its right is invaded by some person, yeah. So the principle of equal liberty, yeah, in the eyes of the law, whether the action protects our rights from invasion, and provides rights for us equal to the rights of others. So it comes back, yeah, to the key word inside of this first principle, which is equal liberty. Okay, kebebasan yang sama, hak yang sama. So, whether the action protects our rights from invasion. So, let's take a look. How do we know if that law is just or not? We take a look at whether the action protects our rights from invasion and provides rights for us equal to the rights of others. So, this principle goes beyond protecting us from invasions of our privacy to prohibiting force, fraud, and deception. Yeah? So this is rightly so, because the latter would deprive us of rights equal to the other, because somebody might be going against our rights. Yeah, it prohibits force, yeah, it gives us fraud, yeah, deception, for example. So let's take a look if that law is depriving us of the rights equal to others. Now, this is the second principle, yeah, of Rawls' theory of justice. Yeah? This principle is talking about a combination of difference and fair equality of opportunity principles. So, the difference, okay, so the first concept in this principle is there will be inequalities but we are morally obliged to improve the worst off unless it would make everyone worse off. So it is quite similar to the utilitarianism principle. So we have two options here. The first option is to take alternative A, and the second option is to take alternative B. So if both are good, then it's quite difficult to make that decision. If both are not so good, then it is also difficult to make that decision. Yeah. So the difference, there must be difference and there must be rights. Now the second concept is fair equality of opportunity. Okay, now everybody have fair equality. It requires that job qualifications be related to the job itself. Yeah? So if you're going for the post of the manager, so it must be requiring qualifications which is related to the manager job. What about a cook? Likewise, that qualification must be related to the job scope of a cook. There must be equal access to training for the most desirable jobs. Yeah? So these are the justifications to the two principles, because Rawls believe that these two are the principles that a rational, self-interested person would choose. Yeah? So when you have two options, the first company is offering you job for 1,800 ringgit salary, and the second company is offering you a job for 2,000 ringgit salary. So which one that you will be going for? So this is a principle that talks about difference. It talks about fair equality. So now we have a choice. Which company do we want to go to? Is the first one or the second one? So Rawls' theory of justice focuses on the distribution of goods, which is a good thing. Yeah, why? Because you have something good, so you want to distribute this goodness. Okay, thank you so much everyone for watching. Yeah, so we will discuss in our next lecture. Thank you so much.